Flowers. What's the first thing that comes to mind? The beauty, the aroma, walking down a field of flowers or garden, enjoying the serenity of nature. How often do we consider that the plant life around us can actually kill us? When we think of danger, we think weapons, guns, knives, or maybe an animal attack. On this list, we have compiled some of the most dangerous plants that you should look out for. Number 10. Lily of the Valley. Lily of the Valley, such a beautiful plant. But despite its appearance, it can be called one of the most poisonous plants there is. It contains no less than 38 different cardiac glycosides. All parts of the plant are toxic, including the orange-red berries. Symptoms of lily of the valley poisoning include severe headache, nausea, vomiting, slow heartbeat, and excessive urination. Do not be fooled if you come across one of these plants. The berries may be tempting, but the consequences are severe. Number 9. Angel's Trumpet. In 1994, 112 people were admitted to hospitals in Florida for consuming Brugmansia. The Angel's Trumpet. What an innocent name, but the plant is not at all innocent. All parts of this plant are poisonous, with the seeds and leaves being especially dangerous. Brugmansia contains scopolamine, hyoscyamine, and several other tropane alkaloids, all of which cause paralysis of smooth muscles. Brugmansia is also known to cause hallucinations, which are described by complete loss of awareness that one is hallucinating, disconnection from reality, and amnesia. Number 8. White snake root. The plant gets its name as it can be used as a treatment for snake bites. But despite the benefit, the white snake root is highly toxic. The toxicity is from a type of alcohol, tremetol. When tremetol is ingested, the poisoning causes tremors, violent vomiting, delirium, severe thirst, and ultimately death. Not so pleasant. Number 7. Suicide tree. This tree might as well be the most terrifying and deadly tree, as it has a history of being used in murdering many people, as many as 3,000 people a year. In Madagascar, it was used in a process called trial by ordeal, in which you were proven innocent if you survive after having the poison. But, obvious as it is, many victims lost their life. In Kerala, India, it is assumed to be responsible for around 50 deaths a year. And although it is called the suicide tree, the taste of the poison can be easily hidden in food and may have been used to murder people. Between 1989 and 1999, there were more than 500 cases of Cerbera poisoning in Kerala alone. The seed of the fruit is highly poisonous. It contains the powerful alkaloid cerberin. This poison works by disrupting the heart's rhythm and often leads to death. Number 6. Deadly nightshade. The deadly nightshade belongs to the same family as the potato and tomato, but unlike its delicious cousins, a few belladonna berries and you'll be dead in moments. The name mentions it, deadly, and it truly is one of the most toxic plants. The main toxins present in the plant are atropine, scopolamine, and hyoscyamine, which affect the nervous system by blocking certain neurotransmitters. The symptoms of poisoning include dilated pupils, blurred vision, dry mouth, hallucinations, loud heartbeats, aggressive behavior, coma, and possibly death. The roots are the most poisonous part of the deadly nightshade, and a few berries of this plant is enough to kill an adult. Number 5. Oleander. The oleander, such a gorgeous plant, and probably one of the most deceptive. All parts of this beautiful plant is absolutely poisonous and deadly, containing lethal cardiac glycosides, known as oleandrin and nerine. Oleander can cause erratic pulse, seizures, coma, vomiting, diarrhea, and death. The poison of this plant is so dangerous that people have gotten sick after eating honey made by bees that visited the flowers. Number 4. Castor bean. The castor bean plant is known for producing castor oil and is widely used medicinally and is high in vitamins A and D. This plant is also used as a laxative. Strangely, the seeds are also a source of one of the most powerful plant toxin on earth, ricin. It is more toxic than cyanide, strychnine, or the strongest snake venom. It only takes 1 or 2 seeds to kill a child and up to 8 to kill an adult. Ricin works by inhibiting the synthesis of proteins within cells and can cause severe vomiting, diarrhea, seizures, and even death. Symptoms of ingesting the bean include abdominal cramps, vomiting, internal bleeding, and kidney failure. The effects of the poisoning do not occur immediately and can take up to 5 days, ending in a miserable death. The plant itself is a beautiful plant with orange blossoms, and castor oil has its benefits, but the castor bean itself is very dangerous. Three, water hemlock. There are a few varieties of poisonous hemlock plants. In Europe, the most commonly known are the poison hemlocks, and in North America are the water hemlocks. Poison hemlock contains the potent toxin conine, which can kill an adult with even a small dosage of 0.15 grams. Symptoms include numbness that slowly spreads inside the body and leads to paralysis of the lungs and death. The water hemlock contains a deadly cicotoxin, a potent neurotoxin which causes nausea, abdominal pain, respiratory impairment, kidney failure, tremors, and death. Consumption of the plant by cattle can cause death in only 15 minutes. Hemlock poisoning still occurs today as many people confuse it with other vegetables like parsnips or celery. So before you stir up that salad, you might as well check what exactly is on your plate. Number 2. Rosary pea. This plant has many names. Some call it by rosary pea or paternoster pea, while others by crab's eye or precatory bean. These plants are common in tropical regions, notably in Florida, and is known as one of the most poisonous plants there is. The beans of this plant contains poison almost 100 times more deadly than ricin and has similar effects. However, the red and black beans are used in jewelry making and often inside of maracas, etc. Luckily, no harm comes from wearing or touching these beads as the beans have a tough coating. But unfortunately, there has been many fatalities in jewelry makers who prick or cut themselves while working with this plant. Although there has been many deaths due to ingestion of the rosary pea, some people have still survived, but suffer from severe gastrointestinal problems. Number 1. Manchineel. The first on our list is the manchineel. This tree holds the world record for being the world's most dangerous tree, the manchineel. It may look like an ordinary tree with small apple-like fruits, but beware. Even going near one of these trees might have serious consequences. Every part of a manchineel is toxic: the fruit, the bark, the leaves. Found throughout the Florida Everglades, Central America, and the Caribbean, these have even been labeled not to touch or stand under them, as the milky sap from the bark or leaves can scorch the skin. The sap is extremely dangerous, and not only can it burn human skin, but can also burn the paint off of your car by dripping sap from a broken twig or just by the sap being washed off by the rain. The tree holds many toxins, such as hypomannan A and B, as well as some others yet to be identified. The symptoms from contact with the sap range from a rash, coughing, loss of voice, headache, to acute dermatitis and painful blindness. The fruit may be described as being pleasantly sweet, but think twice before giving a bite. Eating the fruit causes abdominal pain, vomiting, bleeding, and digestive tract damage. Getting rid of these trees of death seems like a good idea, right? Maybe not. Burning or chopping the wood burns the skin, eyes, and lungs due to the smoke and sawdust. The manchineel does truly earn its title as the world's most dangerous tree. So if you're planning a trip to these regions, keep an eye out for this tree before enjoying the shade. If you liked our video, subscribe and share, and come to our channel for more interesting videos like this one.